Thoughts and Friends Podcast, episode 107, coming at you live. It's another Wednesday night in paradise for us. Wes is here. Bobby is here. We're ready to entertain you guys. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We were just talking before we started about maybe a little scare case of the pink eye. I don't remember the last time I heard of anyone getting pink eye. That was like first grade shit, and now like I don't know any of my friends, anyone I know that's had pink eye in like 15 years. So please tell me how you nearly contracted pink eye, Bobby. Go.
So, first of all, pink eye is more common than you think. Two, I know people that I've had pink eye in less than 10 years. Anyway, last night I was sitting there and my eye started to feel a little funny. And I couldn't tell if it was like the start of a sty or if it was pink eye because like it didn't feel like it was like inside. And so my dog sleeps ass up. Like his ass is typically right between our pillows. And so my friend got pink eye recently and she thought it was from her dog. And so I was like, oh no, here it comes. I'm getting pink eye from Bruce's fucking butthole, sleeping right next, because he sits on my pillow a lot too. Like if I'm just sitting in bed like this, he comes up and sits like right here, dick in my face, butthole on the pillow. Sometimes I try to put my hand there to block the butthole from hitting the pillow. It doesn't always work. And I'm not always in there with him. So like who knows what he's doing in there?
Yeah, could be anything.
So, I mean, good news is it doesn't appear that I have pink eye. I kind of nurtured it last night and this morning. So, yeah, I normalize having pink eye.
Okay, no, I just my eyes are a total disaster. They've been battle tested. They've had contacts, slept in them for days on end at times. So, you know, they're probably just immune at this point. They're just totally unsavable.
Immune
I don't know
to poop.
Yeah, they're just like, nah,
Okay.
I've seen that shit. Not concerned. I just haven't had any problems like that in a while. I remember having it a lot when I first got contacts and having eye problems, but adult pink eye, I didn't know that was like common.
Wes, where do you stand on dogs in the bed while you're sleeping?
I'm fine with it. I feel like I wouldn't want like Bobby's dog in the bed with me, but if it was my dog, it's
not
different.
that your dog is bad, just general size of any dog your size.
Someone else's
I would
dog.
hesitate.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
he's not that big though. Like we have a king
like
size
85
bed.
pounds.
No, he's like 70. But that's 15 pounds difference. Like
good math.
He's like a string bean. Like he just like we have a king. I spread out. Woof. Excuse me. I spread out. Tommy always kind of like sleeps like a little bored, but I have like plenty of room, even though he's in there with me.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm not against it. Even big dogs, especially if you have a big bed. Whatever.
We did crate train until he was a little bit older enough to like know that he couldn't go to the bathroom in the house and stuff. And I am happy we did that. He didn't sleep in the bed as a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I think I would have a strict rule, like you're at the foot of the bed. Maybe if the butthole is coming near my face, that's just gonna be not very cozy for me.
But sometimes like it just kind of happens, you know.
I don't know that I do.
Does it? No.
Because like he curls up in this little ball, and it's just like, oh, I just want to cuddle him, and I don't know what his butt is. I don't know what his face is. He's black. It's dark, and
there's body parts.
There's arms and legs. We've all been there. Yeah.
Right.
Getting touched. It's no good.
It's fine, but I don't have pink eyes, so we're good.
Good. No, eyes look good. No pink. No styes. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Happy about it.
It's great.
Brody, what do you have going on?
I don't have. Ooh, you know what I do have going on. First, little housekeeping. I won the candy draft, to nobody's surprise.
You did.
Fucking dominated, and I've got myself a 100 grand bar here.
Yay! Let's go! I'm really excited about this.
I had to go to 2 different stores to find this. The first place I went to did not have them.
What was the first place you went to?
It was Dollar Tree. They had
Oh,
about
well, of
every candy I've
course.
ever
What the
seen,
fuck?
and not this. I don't. There's always come in two parts like
Two
this.
little separate little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they change the packaging on this? Is this how it always has
It's
been?
always
Nope.
What
That's
it
it.
used to be. This is it. This is it.
That's
This is.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought a different. I was looking for a different bar for some reason. All right, I got the
What's
little.
it?
Certainly looks like poop.
It
But,
does.
It chocolate does look like a little turd.
See it. Bottoms up.
Okay.
It's a big moment.
It is.
Very caramelly.
Yeah. Very nougaty.
Big caramel pull.
How's
Yeah.
that texture?
Flavor's good. It's a little thick. It's a little
is.
milk duddy. It's a little sticky for my liking,
Okay.
but it's good. I think the stickiness would make me steer away from me going to this, but it's good.
All right.
I love the
sticky.
texture.
Maybe
It's
hit
just
the.
a little less caramelly and a little less sticky.
Keep
be
in
good.
mind that you did have two people who literally liked every candy that was.
Yeah, like I'm a total
Man.
slob. So
Last week, I was fiending for some candy after that episode. I was like, I could have eaten any candy possible.
Oh, dude, we have leftover candy from our work Halloween party. It
Nice.
stood no chance. It stood no chance.
Right.
And yeah, I'm a total slob, and I'm glad Halloween's over.
Yeah, same. I woke up and Tommy had taken all of our Halloween candy to work. And I literally woke up, got out of bed, went immediately to the Halloween candy bowl. And I was like, where the fuck is all the candy? I was pissed. Took it to work. So
Devastating.
devastating.
Probably the best.
Yeah.
Okay, have you got through that chew and swallow there, pal?
I mean, it's still just all stuck on my teeth.
You got it. Where have you been keeping that? Has that been in the fridge, in the freezer? Where's that been?
I mean, I literally bought it.
Maybe cool it off. Maybe hit the fridge and come back to it after the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
Little.
I'll just never get that over like a Twix or a.
No, you can't get it over at Twix.
You know what I mean?
Silly.
So that's the thing with these candy bars. It's like, how many times am I buying a candy bar in a given year? Like 2-3 times. And those 2-3 times.
I'm buying a candy bar once a week.
Yeah. 2-3 times a month.
I don't know. I'm just not eating like a full candy bar very often. So in those times, I don't know that I'll pick a 100-gram bar, but don't let anything bad.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I really did want a better reaction and a better review, but you know what? More for me.
It's like a 7. It's like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good.
7's not bad, but
a little less caramel, a little more crunch, and I think we're right there in the sweet spot. It's just lacking a little bit in both those directions. I need a little more crunch, a little less stringy, milk duddy carameliness.
You know, that's good feedback, and it hurts to hear, but you know, we'll take it and we'll do better.
It's not a bad candy bar.
Speaking of candy and feedback, I want to take a minute to talk about my haters.
Let's address them.
I'm a little okay. First of all, that one guy that said that the number 2 pick for Haribo snakes was wild. So
too early.
Okay.
Not that it's not good. It's just that you could have got it later.
Can I just say that you guys did not tell me it had to go in order of your favorites? I could have rearranged those, but I was just like, oh yeah, I like Haribo.
I don't think it had to.
I didn't have to. It's just knowing what other people are going to pick is the thing. So like you take the stuff that you know is a hot commodity.
Okay.
Like if LeBron James is the first pick in the draft, he goes first because everyone else is going to try and take him.
But wouldn't you, if like you wouldn't all have, you wouldn't go by favorites if it were your players though, because you'd go by their position.
You take the best thing available, the hottest commodity. A little Bachelor tie in there. The hottest commodity available, I guess.
Okay. Well, whatever. I got flamed. I had never even heard of how a draft works. I knew that the worst teams got to pick the draft first. I knew that.
That's true.
So,
usually, yeah, that's true, but it wouldn't apply here. But we spun for picks. But
that just goes to show that that's all I knew about drafts. So those people clowning me and all of that, get fucked. I was so angry.
We'll do more drafts. We'll give you a chance to redeem yourself.
I think that we should do a draft with all of the people on Paradise, like whether or not they're there still or not, but like the whole season's cast. We should do a draft.
Interesting. Based on what?
Based on what? Based on the most
their
entertaining show?
Just on their character on the beach.
I think that
who you'd want on your team.
I think
for a TV show, draft TV characters.
Yeah, whose 5 would get the best ratings?
Yes,
I think that would be the premise and the basis of the draft.
And like the Bobby Bones show used to do a different draft every week on just random things. Like you would draft whatever. I feel like that could be fun. It would be very telling to see what everyone thinks on certain things. So
I agree. Drafts 100%. Are fun. Ranking stuff, picking stuff.
People like to
talk about stuff. People like to flame people about stuff. People like to say that number 2 had the best draft and absolutely demolished everyone. Also, it was great.
You know, I got some feedback via DMs, and they were trying to like do all these things, like, oh, if you could switch this in number 2s, then it'd be perfect. I'm like, no, there's no switching.
So who's in the DMs?
Speak up.
Who are you strategizing with?
Drop in the comments.
Why don't they
say it with your chest?
Why they gotta sneak around?
I can't say. You know, they don't.
That's fucking cheap.
Right. It was actually.
If they're so smart, why don't they get on here and draft?
Speaking of, I have a potential guest. My friend Hannah says that she would love to give her opinion on this season, and I think she would have some hot takes.
Okay.
That sounds great.
So maybe we can have a call in for like the finale just to give a good synopsis.
Okay,
sure.
She's welcome.
I'm more voices the better. That's what I say about podcasts. Just get as many people in here as we possibly can. Mm-hmm. Speaking of voices, we talked albums last week. Talked some Taylor Swift. Wes, have you listened more? Any changes in heart? Any changes in thoughts? Maybe haven't listened to it much?
There was the new, what's it called? Midnights. It was playing at the office today. And, you know, I did enjoy it more just as like, not like super dialed in listening to it. It was nice to have just background, not super locked into. So I'm coming around. We'll see.
Okay.
It's getting there. I did not listen to the bonus tracks. I did not listen to the bonus tracks as Bobby requested, but I will try to do that. But yeah, I'm getting there. I don't love yet, but I'm trying, okay?
So you've listened to it 1.5 times. So yeah, you're not going to love it yet.
It's never bad. Taylor Swift never makes bad music.
Right.
No.
Right.
She's too big. There's too many people involved. They would never let her. And she's just too talented.
Right.
I don't want to disparage Taylor's talent. Wasn't my taste. Speaking of big multi-billion-dollar artist, Drake dropped a new album. Wes, have you listened to the new Drizzy Drake, The Sixth God?
I've absolutely not listened to it, but typically love Drake for the most part.
Did you like his last album?
What songs are on it? I don't know.
No, I'm not a music guy. It was terrible. It was really bad.
Wes, literally, we said we were going to talk about Drake tonight. So what part of your dumb, stupid little man brain?
I don't listen to music.
I'm not going to listen to the fucking Drake album.
You and Brody are going to talk about Drake because I don't care. I'll
Brody.
Comment on previous Drake that I do enjoy.
Okay, here's the Drake spiel. Drake's last album was a complete abomination. House music. It was one of the worst major released albums by an artist that big I've ever heard. It was terrible, lifeless, an absolute snooze fest. It was like we made fun and kind of yelled at Taylor for trying to get outside her lane. Drake did that, and Drake is, without a doubt, I like Drake is, I mean, obviously less talented than Taylor Swift at making music. That's a fact. Like, Drake makes fun music. Drake is not the best rapper alive. Drake is not one of the best rappers ever. He's one of the most successful. This album, I think maybe he did that on purpose just so he could make a kind of okay album and people would be like, oh my God, Drake's back. I fucking love it. Because that's kind of how I feel about this. It's like, well, it sounds like Drake, so I like it.
Yeah.
But it certainly is not his best work. I think there's 3 or 4 songs that are okay. It is a joint album with 21 Savage. 21 Savage, I find to be a little underutilized. I like 21 Savage. He's a little underused and kind of just thrown in. There's 3 or 4 songs I like. The rest of it, there's a lot of, kind of misogynist, like Drake acting like he's 19 years old when he's a 37-year-old man type of stuff.
Yeah. Like, I like bits and pieces of every song, right? Like, there's parts of each song and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of like that line. I kind of like that beat, whatever. But there's not like a lot of songs that I'm like, oh, I would bump this whole song. I'm switching halfway through.
Well, so much of it, he kind of does like the Travis Scott thing where he sort of puts 3 songs into one and the beat switches.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really kind of like that. I think when it's done well, it's good. I think on this, it's a little, hey, look at the thing we did. Isn't that cool that we did this? But it doesn't really serve the song very well.
Yeah. I personally feel like there's so many Drake albums that I could listen to front to back, no skips. This is just not one of them, but I'm still letting it marinate. I never like an album right away. It always takes some time.
It's fine. There's going to be 3 or 4 songs that probably grow. It's fine. I don't see myself going back to this much at all. It's I don't know. It's like a 6 out of 10 for me. It's okay. It's Drake doing kind of bare minimum Drake with some highlights. There's some really, really bad songs on here, though, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a little dramatic, but
Cinco Loco, awful fucking song. Jumbotron shit poppin', bad song. The last 3 songs, all pretty bad. Middle of the Ocean, my favorite song, really good song. Drake really, really doing his thing. The
Privileged Rapper is fine.
Privileged Rappers is fine. It's kind of funny coming from Drake to talk about Privileged Rappers. He was a goddamn Nickelodeon star who kind of fell ass backwards into becoming a rapper. So or whatever Degrassi was on. Was that Nickelodeon? I don't know. Whatever Degrassi's on.
Not sure.
So for him to talk about privilege and like not knowing the grind is a little silly to me.
I think he was like kind of mocking himself, right? Like, I think because he hears that from everyone, he was saying that. Anyway, have you guys seen the TikToks where they're like BBL Drake and he's like 21, do something for me? That's fucking funny.
A little spicy.
Those. And like broke boys, we ain't fucking with no broke boys. Love that one too.
A little silly. The big drama is the assumption, or I guess the assertion, that he thinks Megan Thee Stallion is lying about being shot by Tory Lanez, which is fucked up and like just not true.
Which song was that in?
I don't remember.
I saw he's beefing with Serena Williams' husband as well.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Apparently, funny story. The story behind that is apparently he and Serena Williams, and her husband were someplace sometime, and her husband is like, "Hey, man, what's your name? I don't know who you are." And apparently, Drake took that as an offense, and maybe that's the story behind that.
Yeah.
But this Megan Thee Stallion thing. Are you guys aware of the Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion beef?
Vaguely, I've heard of Tory Lanez, but I didn't know that there was gunplay happening.
He shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, I think. I don't really know the context of that, but that's what happened. It seems pretty much like that's just happened. Seems like fact. And in one of these lines on one of these songs, Drake is basically saying, "God, I wish I need to pull the fucking line up."
Was it
basically saying that she's lying about being shot? And there's other people that are interpreting it different. To me, it's pretty straightforward and pretty shitty, honestly, that Drake is pretty notorious for this, being kind of a self-conscious little bitch when people sort of try to steal his shine, that he kind of like turns into a 13-year-old girl and tries to like bring people down. And he's had a lot of stuff like this with female artists particularly. So not a great look for Drizzy Drake.
Yeah, I was always diehard Drake, and I've been at several Drake shows. Pitt, love him. Ever since the like Millie Bobby Brown stuff came out, when he was like texting her.
Excuse me?
Yeah. And it was like, oh, girl, I miss you. And I was like,
this was like years ago.
Yeah, like a couple of years. Like she was young. And
she's
like
young right now.
It could have been harmless, but you have to err on the side of caution. And like ever since that like made me feel a little bit weird about him.
Yeah, Drake's a creep. He's a bit of a misogynist. He's a bit of a, like, as much as I talk about how sometimes I think Taylor Swift is very disingenuous, I mean, Drake is like the most disingenuous guy in the world, and he's a bimbo for sure. He's like a he's a himbo without a doubt. Like
I think that
he's a vapid man.
Drake's the type of guy to be like, girl, come over. Like, I'm going to rock your world. Like, it's going to be so good for real. and you go over there and it's two pump chump.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like this whole album and all his music. It's like, fuck bitches. They can't tell me shit. The next song is like, I love you, baby. You're my one and only. Like that's just the Drake experience. Like you don't take anything he says seriously or that he means anything or that he has anything to say about anything.
And this album had me like questioning, like, ooh, do we have a bisexual king?
I wouldn't be shocked.
Shock me at all. No way.
Me either.
He gives off spicy vibes sometimes. Here, I have the line here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been fucking on a French bitch, c'est la vie. I just put him on a jet. Now they all Italian way I'm dressing till I've been to 1,000 islands. This bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling. So, I mean, that's just obviously a direct...
Yeah.
A direct reference. That
just can't be about anything else.
No way you can really say that's not what that was, or that even if you didn't mean it, lots of people on this team heard that, it went through them, and they still were like, "Yep, this is good." So they knew.
Like traumatizing for her, and she's talked about that. So that's tough.
It's really shitty. It's really shitty. It really rubbed me the wrong way, and it really, like, whether the music was good or not, sort of turned me off to the whole album as a whole.
Okay.
So for our non-music folk, like maybe someone on this podcast right now, or someone who's just not that into Drake, this album is called Her Loss. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that was really bad was called what?
I don't even remember. I dare
not
listen again.
Honestly,
never mind.
Yeah. No, I thought it was Certified Lover Boy.
No, Certified Lover Boy was also bad. Drake, if we're being totally honest, Drake hasn't made a good album.
Views was good, right?
Nah, not my fave. I mean, better than anything he's made recently. I would argue he hasn't made a good album since like 2016. But
wait, when the fuck, you guys? I could have sworn
Views was 2016.
Honestly, never mind. Have I even listened to this?
It's really bad. I mean, Certified Lover Boy is also really bad.
When did that? Oh no, I did.
What was Hotline Bling on? That shit was slapping.
Yeah, that shit was slapping.
That was like a single, so I don't ever remember which album it was on.
I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I have no idea.
How do I even?
Yeah, Hotline Bling was Views.
What the fuck? How do I see his whole?
Nothing was the same.
Oh, I see.
Nothing was the same as his best album, and I stand by that.
I would not give you much pushback on that. I think it is also pretty good.
Yeah, started from the bottom. Heard of that?
Wu-Tang Forever. Worst Behavior is absolutely insane. Come Through. All Me.
That was some really great Drake talk. That was fun.
Yeah. I'm still waiting. I think I'm of the opinion the ship has sailed on Drake. I don't think we're ever getting another great Drake
past
album.
His prime, washed maybe.
I heard a theory that I kind of agree with, and I think it's especially true of rappers, that they struggle and often don't ever stop acting the age that they got famous at, which hurts the music whenever you're 40 years old and rapping about your girlfriends and your heartbreak and the stupid shit that you buy. That's a little bit of a theory. I think
that tracks.
I think it's kind of staying in this area, and you just outgrow some things. And I think I've outgrown Drake a little, and he's not really making very good music anymore at the same time. So that's the Drake talk. I give it about a 6 out of 10. The new album, it's certainly not terrible, but I will probably never really listen to it ever again.
Okay, Bobby, you're on mute, by the way.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I do
Bruce
totally. Yeah, totally saying 6, 5.5 out of 10. Didn't love it. You know,
Fuck off.
I think we need to get Wes to listen to some classic hip hop albums and review them on the show.
R.I.P. to Takeoff. Did we say that last week?
Incredibly sad.
That happened.
We didn't.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I think it happened in between. I don't remember. Yeah. Very sad stuff though.
Awful.
Incredibly stupid. Over a dice game.
It was over a dice game, right?
Got shot by like one of his own people that was accidentally trying to shoot at someone else and shot him, which is just doubly like so stupid.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Like, how does it even escalate to that? How are you even in the situation? 28 years old, same age as well, not yet as me, but same age as going to be me in a few months. Very sad stuff. Just came out with a good album. Him and Quavo, the Migos, back together. Not anymore.
Also,
really
big
depressing.
rips to Carter. Which one was it?
Aaron Carter
also died. Yeah.
Hate to see it.
So awful.
Really,
sad. They're ruling that as a homicide currently.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I know he had like a pretty bad drug problem, right?
Right. Yeah. So it was probably drug related, but they
I know they found
bathtub.
They found pill bottles and like aerosol cans with his body. His whole thing with his parents basically just took all the money he made as a child, and he had nothing by the time he was old enough to access that. There's like some law where you have to put 15% of that money into some account if you're the parents of a child star, and they just took all that and blew it all basically. So he was pretty much broke after being like a platinum artist his entire childhood. Yeah. Very depressing.
I feel very bad for him, but yeah, they're currently ruling it as a homicide, so they'll do an investigation.
I saw that they were considering that or investigating that. That's
awful.
Yikes. He was did not look to be in the best of shape.
No. As far as I knew, he was like he'd made a turn recently within the last like year or so that he'd kind of theoretically gotten clean, I think, but I guess
he had a baby. Yeah. So R.I.P. What else? I had my bachelorette party this weekend.
We gotta talk it. We gotta talk it. The girls did Nashville.
How original.
It was great. I got there and they surprised me with all of the plans. I didn't know a single thing that was happening. So that was really cool. We didn't pay for like a single thing the whole trip, which was even better. I mean, we paid. Like, they paid for like our hotels, but
you're just like, hey, bachelorette party, and people just bought you shit. Is that
hey guys, we're hot. We're hot and thirsty. Anyone? Hello? Yep. Any takers?
Yeah. So like every bar we went to, of course, people were like, oh, we'll just like get this one, or at least for me, like people were buying me a lot. But then my friends posted this like Venmo where people could like, whatever. And that like paid for literally so much. That was kind of crazy. Sweet. So, hey, it was great. We had a lot of fun. Got really drunk on Friday night, threw up everywhere, which it happens to the best of us.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
You're down on the Strip, you're down on Broadway, you're honky tonking. The drinks, they kind of add up without you even noticing, especially when they're free.
When you're not even getting them.
It's like, oh, there was 4 vodka sodas. That was pretty quick that I drank all those.
Yeah, it was bad. So it was a good time though. I had fun. Can't complain.
So 2 days.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, or what'd you do?
Yeah.
Was there anything other than just getting shit-faced? Was there anything, any downtime or
So we got there Friday morning. We went to Restoration Hardware, which is like a big like furniture store that has like a really nice cafe in it. So we went there. And then Friday night we had nice dinner reservations, went out to the bars. Saturday morning, we went to a sauna studio. So you go there and it's like this big sauna room, which like some of our group did individual saunas. And then I was in a group session. And it's like you just sit there and sweat out all your demons. We did get there, and their bathroom was broken, which was honestly,
hell yeah.
it was pretty hard to get through that because I was like pretty confident there was something coming out of somewhere, like something needed to happen. And we couldn't do that. So we just sat in I think it was like over 150 degrees for like 45 minutes. And then got breakfast. I threw up some more. We went and got on a little tour, took a tour of Nashville while drinking and all this.
Pedal bike?
No, it was like a tractor thing.
Yeah.
And there was like this like guy, I posted him on my Snapchat story. He's like the host of it and gave lap dances. He looks like something you would find in a trailer park, which is honestly even better.
Sexy.
More food, lots. It was great.
So you had an ugly guy giving lap dances? What do you mean by look like ugly? Like, is he, like schlubby, overweight?
What's the Chris? He's a comedian. He got in trouble for
DeStefano?
Chris D'Elia?
He looks like Chris D'Elia.
Oh no,
disgusting,
gross.
But his eyes are like really small. He's so sweet. His name is Jason.
Really small.
How were his dance moves?
Honestly, great. I think that he did a really great job. I mean, not about the lap dance because it's not like he like really touched me, which like
was that like? Does he do that or like what was
that's like
just
that's
like
part of the package you purchased?
Yeah, it's just like part of it. No, it's not. I didn't.
Or were you just like, hey,
let's... But when the other person like signed up for this, they're like, okay, yeah, you're gonna give her lap dances. Like that's part of his job.
No, it's
not.
So well, he's like the host, so he chooses to do that, but we're not paying for a lap dance. Like, so it's a whole group, and it's like girls and guys, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, everything. And they're like, hey, are there any brides on here or birthday girls? And so then they line them up in a line, and they're like, anyone who wants to give them a lap dance, get into it. And so people did.
So permission is asked. That was kind of my question.
Yeah. I thought you just like started backing that thing up.
This guy's story. I'm sure he went to Nashville looking to make it in the music industry, wanting to have his record go platinum, and he kind of looks up. He's like, "Fuck me."
I think he like secretly owns this business.
Fuck.
He was there the last time we were there, and we like went with him the last time, and it was so fun that's why we booked again.
Okay.
So
it does sound fun. I did see a picture of what I believe is what you're describing, and it looks like a total mess and like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great time. They bring out paddles for everyone to spank each other.
Okay.
All right. Great time.
Okay.
So
anyone make a fool of themselves? Anyone have any good stories that are shareable?
No,
even if they're not, you can go ahead and share them.
I don't go ahead and share them.
Honestly, just share them.
I don't think we really did. I feel like we were all like had a lot of fun, but nothing that was too crazy. I did find a sticker at the souvenir store that I popped into, so I collect stickers for those who don't know.
Very cool.
In the sticker was bright green, and in black writing it said, "It's okay to fart." Yeah. I did go ahead and just stick that to my forehead.
You went ahead with and just
and wearing that out all night, and it got me some drinks, and so
cool.
You're great.
Got it.
You're a wild and crazy girl. Was there
that reminds me of like the this is mean, but that meme of that girl, she's in like the frozen food section. She's wearing like the frozen peas on her head. And it's like, oh, my friend is so crazy. She's wild.
She's a wild, crazy girl. That's funny.
Did anyone ruin their Saturday by having too much fun on Friday? That's always I'm always caught in that.
You do get caught in that.
I have no impulse control, okay? I go 10 or I go 0. I have no in between.
Yeah.
I'm either...
There's nothing like the first night of vacation. Like, I always get the drunkest on the first night because I'm just so excited. Adrenaline is so high. And I just like my friends. So
you just get out over your skis. But also, you just suck it up. Whether you had too much fun or not, you just go. You're not going to die. I promise. It's going to feel bad. You have a few drinks and then you feel good again. And you just wait till Sunday. That's just a Sunday problem now. We just kick that can down the road. We suck it the fuck up. This is the bachelorette party. Nobody's, I need to lay down in my bed and sleep on Saturday. Fuck
and
you.
We didn't have any of that. We
Shouts out to the girls. Yeah, that's future use problem.
Yeah, not tolerable. Sunday's going to suck. We knew Sunday was going to suck on Thursday. So, like, we're not going to stop now.
Exactly.
Good rule. Well, I'm very much looking forward to the boys hitting the town, going on our trip in a weekend, a week and a half or so.
I'm worried.
Worried about what?
I feel like Tommy on his bachelor party is just going to be a wild man.
I anticipate encountering zombie Tom.
Yeah. Pair that, he's going to be with his brothers and his father, which is always a recipe for disaster, and then us, which is less of a recipe but still a recipe for disaster. I think the saving grace, I think if we went to a place like Nashville, it could get very, very out of hand. In Lexington, Kentucky, it might be able to stay between the bumpers a little bit more and hit some pins, not head straight to the fucking gutter. But
yeah, I think
we'll see. I don't know.
I'm excited to hear all about it. So
I'm going to guess your trip was a lot more well planned than what our trip is going to be. I don't know. I have no idea what the plan is. I know where we're supposed to be in the town. That's all I got. So
yeah, how was the place you stayed? I don't know. What they? It looked.
It was nice.
I didn't see a lot of.
Was it?
It was so nice. I got there. Yeah, it was an Airbnb. I got there. My friends had it all decorated, like personalized banners, and everyone had a gift sitting there. It was great. Really well planned.
I feel like the more we go on in this Airbnb situation, it's such a shot in the dark sometimes with what you're going to get. And whenever you get a good one, it's great. But man, I feel like the last 3 or 4 I've stayed at, it's not been the best. It has not been what I've
had
been sold.
I've had mostly good experiences so far, I guess.
Yeah.
The one we're going to in Kentucky is fucking expensive, and it looks really nice.
It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, it does look really cool. It's huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's expensive, but I mean, you need something with like fucking 20 beds, so it's gonna be tough to find something.
I mean, if you're broke, just say that. Like it's okay to
for sure.
Poor and broke.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyone complaining about in the group chat, it smells like broken there to me. I don't think anyone was. We're all fucking adults here. We've got real jobs, I think. So I don't know.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. Place looks cool. Never been to Lexington. Never been to an SEC football tailgate, so that'll be fun. Never been to an actual like legit horse track, which I think we're gonna do. So a lot of experiences.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
I don't know if that's for certain, but Lexington and Kentucky in general, huge for that. So I think that's going to be a plan.
When are we doing that, though? Are we not? I don't know.
During the day, like Friday? We're going to be there so long.
We're going to be there Thursday. I forgot. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, yeah, should be fun. Let's talk batch. We got anything else before we talk batch?
No, not really.
Okay. We only have one episode, so we went a little long on the tidbits and other things in pop culture throughout the week. Only one episode, Monday only. Why did they do that? Any idea?
Don't know.
Yeah, me either. I don't know if they were like lining them up to have like a finale with 2 parts.
They didn't have an episode last night because of the election coverage.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Obviously, did you guys get out to the polls and really make a difference?
Yeah, we rocked the vote. No, I didn't actually.
No, neither did I. I don't give a shit.
Neither.
Society's crumbling. It's all fucking over. Life is shit. It doesn't matter. Anyway, batch.
Yeah, pretty dark there for a second. Let's save it here.
We have one episode. It kicks off with, what does it even kick off with? I feel like this. Go ahead.
Last week, it ended with the rose. Wait, was the rose ceremony at the beginning of this episode, or was it
The
last
rose
week?
ceremony was this week because we saw
It was like
Eliza,
the middle. It was the middle of this episode.
Okay.
It's like halfway through.
So that's what it's focused on, basically. There were a bit of confusion with Kate and Logan and Hayden, but we knew, right? I mean, it was never Hayden. She like dabbled with, oh, this guy's rich, that's cool, but no chance.
Yes. So I think that this episode started off with Kate coming back from the date.
Mm-hmm.
You see her and Shanae are all of the sudden friends. When did that happen?
No idea.
Which just proves that their beef was just producer made. Then we have Eliza making out with Justin and just looking at Rodney like, what am I going to do? Like, Eliza, fuck you.
Logan is, he's such a fucking wild, he's such an enigma. I don't know what to think about him.
Do you think he's just high? Like, do we think he's just smoking marijuana and that's why he's so weird?
Certainly could be a factor. Wouldn't be
Maybe.
Shocked. He's a chill bro for sure.
But anyways, they're out on the beach. She comes back and is basically like, Logan, I need you to,
oh my God,
to tell me where we're at, how you feel. And they have it out. It starts fucking pouring.
This
on
is
the
so
beach.
Strange.
It's not even like a nice drizzle to where like their hair's a little wet and it is pouring on these people and they're making out on the beach. And Hayden's the most shocked person ever. Everyone saw it coming but you. It was a weird moment.
Dude, it's fake. These two people, they are playing characters on this show. They both are smart enough to realize this is going to look really good on TV. This is going to be great. They're going to show this. I'm going to get some sick pub out of this. They're going to play it in the promo. They're going to fucking play it on Bachelor highlight reels forever. It's going to look like it's in a movie. So we're going to do this. And both these people know they don't actually care about each other. They don't want to be in love with each other. We've seen from Logan's TikToks that he obviously thinks it's a big fucking joke because it is. And they're just trying to make compelling TV, which I tip my hat to.
So going off of that, we see Kate is just ragging. Oh my God, ragging Logan for being like, he can't even get an Equinox membership. He's got roommates.
Dragging this dude. It was
calling him poor in every language. My sister in Christ. My sister in Christ. I need blah, blah, blah. Like, she is just the fucking worst. She's so hateable. It's actually kind of impressive how fucking hateable she is.
Like,
incredible.
Is this all an act? Is she playing a character? Like, to me,
it
feels like man. It's fake, right? Like, it's fake.
She fucking sells it, man. I don't know.
The way she talks is like a robot, and it literally makes me want to rip my fucking eyes out.
Yeah.
And after all this, after this whole like, can you be this for me? Can you do this for me, Logan? Yeah. On the beach, and they embrace and they have their makeout in the rain. And then there's like this big dramatic, like, all right, is it Logan or is it Hayden? I mean, I thought they just picked. They just picked. Yeah. What do you mean?
And then she hands him the rose, and she's like, I need more from you.
I was better. Like, I need more from you.
He looked so confused.
Dude, he looked like she was a dominatrix. He's like, yes, goddess. Yes, queen. Yes, ma'am. I will do more for you. I'll lay down on the ground. You can stomp on me.
His interview, he's like, it felt not good, dude.
Yeah, it was totally not chill by Kate to say that.
That was totally not cool.
He's a real Bros of Simi Valley character in real life. It's great.
Yeah, that was the only moment I've ever felt for Logan. Like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like, he's only 26. Like,
yeah,
it's okay to have roommates. Like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, okay, so here's the thing about, like, is it cool to make fun of someone for not having that in their life? No, it's not cool. But also, is it fine to be 30 years old and be like, I don't really
valid?
want my life to commit to somebody who's 26 with 3 roommates that doesn't have a real job? Also valid, whether mean or not, a valid way to feel and think about the situation.
She just does not frame anything.
Yeah.
Everything she says is the bitchiest version it could possibly be.
I think if she had said, like, looking at my life and really evaluating, this is what I think I need and this is what I need, rather than she was like pitting the two characters against each other and like having money be the center focus, when like, sure, money is important, but like if you genuinely like someone, like, you're going to be fine. I fucking hate her.
Well, I mean, she's the worst. She doesn't. They don't. Like, she's very obviously like has her antennas up and knows what is going to make good TV and like what is going to be compelling, and she's just saying what is going to be the most dramatic, the most funny, hateable, whatever. Like, that's her whole gain from all this, which I respect and appreciate as a viewer.
I feel like Victoria was in a very similar spot with Alex and with Johnny, in that one person was older and was like in a different spot in their life and was rich, and Johnny was the fucking mid-20s frat guy that has roommates and is a fucking dipshit, and she handled it much better. She like,
I mean, it's a little different because Kate's like 33 years old, or how old is she? She's 33. And Victoria and Johnny are both still in their 20s, so it's a little different.
29,
like Kate, it's like she's like, I mean, I'm not gonna spend what's it gonna be 5 years before you like have your life
like,
kind
I
of
need to start freezing
ground.
She's like, I need to start freezing my eggs, which
true.
That's tough as a woman. Like, you do age a little bit differently. So I
certainly don't want Hayden to be the father of your children.
No.
Fuck no. And he's just, he's bad. So then we go to the whole Eliza and Justin Rodney triangle, right?
Was there anything other than that? Because that is obviously the main event of the 2 hours. Was there anything other than that we need to talk about? I don't.
Genevieve and Aaron were sitting there.
What'd you think? What'd you think about the old switcheroo? What did we think?
He got me. I won't lie.
He got me too, but do you think that's fucking appropriate? Like, what's the point of even like trying to make a joke out of that?
Especially after, I don't know if one of you said to her specifically, someone who's gonna fucking lose her mind. Not probably the right move. Probably not the risk reward for the joke there. Probably not worth it.
And she was like shaking. She was like, what? And she's like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. And he was like, I just meant it. And like,
I don't know. I thought it was funny. I think it's, I don't know.
It is not funny to like fuck with someone's emotions like that.
It was quick.
It was quick. I mean, it wasn't drawn. If he'd done it like all day, they would have been a little fucked up. I mean, it was a 30-second interaction.
I would be like freaking the fuck out.
It's probably not worth it. Yeah, it was quick. Because it's in the end harmless. A good message.
Anyway,
it's harmless.
They're in love. And I feel like I saw a tweet that was like, Genevieve and Aaron are the reincarnated Sammy and Ron from Jersey Shore. And that couldn't be more accurate.
Good one.
Yeah, not nearly as messy, and probably a little bit better chance that it will actually work out at some point.
But they're like the older, more mature version of Ronnie and Sam.
Do we think they're still together?
No. Not a fucking chance.
Do you know?
No, I didn't look at anything, but I did see her. She's like live tweeting throughout the show. And she's like hot and cold, but I just have a feeling that they are burning too hot right now to work.
It just can't work. Like, they just fight too. There's just no chance.
Contrary to what they said last week when they were fighting in the path, like if you're fighting this much and they've known each other for a month, it's not going to work, guys.
No,
it's not going to work. And like, what do you even have that you could actually fight about at this point? You are getting drunk on the beach every day. If you're coming up with shit that you're like getting in arguments about, not good.
This is early honeymoon phase right now. We're like a month in.
You're in a honeymoon environment.
Literally,
you're on a honeymoon.
Someone brought up a good point to me after listening to our podcast last week. They were like, I think that when they were all on the big bed and Genevieve and Aaron were talking, they thought that Aaron was like super drunk. And that's why he acted that way, because he was like really drunk.
Yeah, maybe.
Which would make sense why he started
I would
crying.
Hope so.
Yeah, me too.
He was being a dumbass, so
yeah,
that's. I forget that they basically just like booze all day. Probably they're just like sipping alcohol all day too, just laying on the beach. So I really don't factor that in that much. So it probably was.
Yeah, I will say I don't really perceive these people being drunk very often. So if they are drunk, they typically
that's
hold
what I don't notice
pretty well.
Yeah,
they can only have 2 drinks an hour. So
okay, yeah, they have to. Like it would just get so messy and so out of control if they didn't.
Yeah.
People would just
they used to not limit
like crazy.
Yeah, they used to not limit it, and someone got like sexually assaulted. So
yeah, that doesn't shock me at all.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the real main course here. We have Eliza. She's just crying. I'm setting the scene. She's crying at the bar. She doesn't know whether or not she wants to pick Rodney, the man who everyone loves, or Justin.
What does she love?
Right.
That's the question.
That is the main question here. Or you have Justin with the big bushy eyebrows and the annoying personality. Which is it going to be? She doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
Before the rose ceremony, I asked both of you, who do we think it's going to be? And you both said it was Rodney, going to be Rodney.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the interactions of the cocktail party, my instinct said Justin. It said Justin, and I was like, no way, surely not. She picks Rodney. I don't remember what she says to him at the rose ceremony, but everyone is high fives all around. We're popping champagne. Rodney's still here. He's the fan favorite. It just didn't feel right. They set it up that it just was not.
It was like the music or something. Yeah.
Well, even it's just Eliza's whole demeanor. She never seemed affectionate or she was happy about it.
And when did we see people walk people out like that? It was just the whole thing was like totally off. Like she missed him already type of thing. It was vibes are off from the beginning for sure.
Yeah.
My instincts were right.
Yeah, they were.
So we flash to next morning, I guess. She sees him off and comes back down. She's bawling. She's been sobbing all night and all morning.
Because she picked the wrong guy.
I do think there is something to her choice being influenced by everyone there.
Absolutely. I think I would get peer pressured.
To her.
We don't know
did.
That.
Yeah, Victoria was
they would have showed that.
The girls were in her ear the whole time. They were like rooting so hard for Rodney.
But they were like, who do you think? Like, who is in your gut? And they never said it. And Victoria even said in her interview, she was like, of course, I'm not saying this, but pick Rodney. Like, come on. It's obvious.
I think
Justin even if it was not by everybody.
Even if it was not directly, all the sentiment for both of those guys, we know what it is for each of them.
Here's a hot take. I feel like the only reason why Eliza was torn was because she was so flattered that Justin came back down to the beach for her. She was all like giddy and she could not get past that. Because they did not even spend that much time together for her to like totally disregard how much time she spent with Rodney. I think it was just that.
Here's the other thing that's maybe even way more basic. I think she's just way more attracted to Justin. She's not that attracted to Rodney. I think it might honestly just boil down to that, and they're never going to say that, but I think there's a good chance that's what's happening.
Rodney is not like a knockout. You know, he's a good-looking, fine-looking guy. Justin is a more attractive fella. Come on, you know it in your heart. You know it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You know.
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't. Whatever.
I don't like him.
But I think you're right that she is more attracted to him. And like it or not, Bobby, I think he is just as charismatic and has just as much.
Tell me one thing you know about him.
Just as much positive that he's fucking likable. He tells these girls what they want to hear. He has good
He said,
conversations
"It's
with
my
them.
birthday. You're not going to give me a kiss to Genevieve."
Not to her.
That was
Not to her.
fucking weird. That was
That was
fucking
weird.
weird.
Yeah,
That was
he's
weird.
a douche. But like, well, one thing we know about him. What's one thing you know about Rodney? I don't know anything about Rodney.
Zero things.
Rodney
that people
likes
like him
apples.
and that he's nice.
Yeah, the fucking bit is tired. Come on. We're still doing this? The apple of my eye, we're still doing it?
Rodney's sweet.
I like
well,
Rodney.
sometimes.
I'm not
I like
saying,
him too.
But I'm just saying she
But you know
doesn't
what?
like him, and that's fine that she doesn't like him.
But
my
she's
whole thing,
pissing me off.
Sure, she's being a little childish and not
bitch.
handling it very well. I think if I were in her shoes, I would certainly get peer pressured into picking the wrong person. Would I ever admit that I did that and go anywhere? No, I would just stick with the lie and ride it out. And when the show's over, be like, yeah, no, I just didn't have the heart to tell you. Which is not good.
Yeah.
The thing about me and the thing that struck me about this whole thing was the reaction of everyone on the goddamn beach when they found out Rodney was going
Wild.
home. What the fuck? These people are sobbing like their friend died. Like Rodney was dead. I mean, it was sad, but these people are sobbing on a reality TV show where people are dating and breaking up with each other.
I think the big part about it was that he said he was embarrassed, which, like, honestly, there's no worse feeling in the world than feeling embarrassed. And like when you feel rejected in front of your closest people like you've had no civilization for the past couple of weeks, when you're embarrassed in front of them and then it's going to be on TV, like that fucking hits home. That's really hard.
No, for sure. Totally agree. That's the worst feeling in the world. I just don't understand why they were like sobbing uncontrollably over it. I can get why Rodney is like feels like total shit. That's horrible.
Yeah, I understand.
Total embarrassing. Yeah, totally embarrassing.
Like, sobbing? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe they were drunk.
But I mean, this is like that. This is exactly what happens on this show to every single person except for like 3 or 4 of us.
Yeah.
Why are we? Like Brandon was crying his fucking eyes out.
Like, he's an emotional little boy. We know that.
Yeah,
but like, I mean,
that is his bestie. And he was. So they were saying how much they were like. Rodney is saying how he thinks this is the one and that he's going to marry her, and like all the girls were like devastated that it didn't work out.
Yeah, that was really hard. I feel bad. There's not a whole lot to say about it besides, it sucks. However, we saw like the gritty airport footage of Eliza going to Baltimore, and then we see her walking through Baltimore, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but like, what the fuck is going on? This is not Bachelor in Baltimore. Why are we following Eliza?
That is a good point. Why did we do that? We didn't follow fucking Romeo and Kira anywhere.
I have no idea why we.
Because these two people are hotter. Yeah, we're gonna get some more content out of it. We're gonna milk this content for every little drop we can get. They're gonna come back to the reunion. They're gonna ask some questions. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, things are great." We're gonna bring out Rodney. You're gonna explain yourself to Rodney, and we talked about this. Rodney got the Bachelor edit. He's gonna be the Bachelor after Zach. He's gonna be next in line. It's just absolutely gonna happen. There's no way they spend this much time on it and they show these reactions. It's absolutely an edit suggesting that he's gonna be the Bachelor very, very soon. He is as much of a shoo-in as there's ever been. There will never be a more like universally approved pick. It is sitting there on the tee for them to smack out of the fucking park. It's gonna be Rodney.
So I think that I would love to see him as the Bachelor. I almost feel like he's just like too genuine and too nice for the franchise. So would I watch him as the Bachelor? Absolutely. Would I be scared for him? Absolutely.
Would it get a little boring? Possibly. Very possibly.
Maybe. What would you be worried about? That like someone would take advantage of and just...
No, I would be worried because like if you love someone who's about to be the Bachelor, by the end of this season, chances are you don't love them anymore because no one ever is obsessed with the Bachelors once they're done because they're just not good leads, right? Like men aren't great at like playing that role as like the leading person. So I just think that it would not be good.
He might
we
be.
just
He
saw
might
it.
be though.
Like
He might be
Wes.
better than most.
Wes was huge team Rachel, and now like that is completely flipped since her season.
Totally.
So I mean,
yeah. So speaking of though, we saw the preview for next week, and Rachel and Gabby come down to the beach. So this is definitely before the breakup for Gabby, but Rachel is definitely single at this time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
I would say so.
But
do you think she's gonna talk to me?
I don't think either of them are participating.
Are you fucking sure? Because they were like sitting on the beach drinking with them. They're at the reunion.
I think they're in the same spot that the married couple was in. I think they're like,
feels
guests on the beach.
But why were
they're
they
certainly
going
to I mean, I bet the married couple's going to be there too, I guess.
But they weren't in any of those TikToks.
I mean, maybe they're married and they just didn't want to go hang out with a bunch of young kids. They just didn't want to go to that.
Well,
I don't know.
They went there and just to have sex in the boom boom room. So
I don't think either of those gals are participating in the show.
It would be so dynamic if Rachel was like, "Hey, I'm not staying on this show, but do you want to come home with me?"
That'd be great.
I don't know.
Like, I think they're going to get messy and they're going to say, "You're on my season, you're on my season, you're on my season. This is why you all fucking suck. You're a little fucker, or you're really nice."
Be amazing.
Like, I mean, they're absolutely both going to be, yeah, Logan, kind of a fuckhead. I don't know. Would avoid.
Would avoid.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like I'm excited to see the reunion. That's definitely what I'm most excited about for this season. And then the Justin interaction, I think that's probably going to take up way too much time of next Monday's episode, if I had to guess.
Probably.
What else?
I mean, it doesn't feel like we have that many more episodes worth of content left, but
no, we don't. We have like 2 weeks, or sorry, we have 2 episodes, and then it's the finale.
5 more episodes left, right?
No.
4.
We have next week is 2 episodes, and then it's the finale 2 episodes, and that will be, that will be roped in with the reunion, I think.
Okay.
So, okay, did either one of you, since I told you to, watch the Jason, not Nick File?
Yes.
Interview?
That homework I did do. I watched it like that day. I watched all those.
Okay. Brody, did you listen?
No, I haven't seen it. I thought there were spoilers in that, right? So I didn't want to watch it.
No, there's not in that one.
I didn't. So, I thought there were spoilers, so I don't know.
I think that it's okay to make excuses.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, you just didn't want to watch it. It's fine.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I thought there were spoilers.
I didn't want to listen to 45 minutes of Drake, so everyone can get fucked.
Okay. So
also, can't imagine a 45-minute conversation with that guy is very interesting.
It was actually very good.
It's actually so fucking good. And I genuinely think that him and Gabby could get back together, and I would 100% believe that. And then last week he posted in California at a coffee shop and posted his coffee. And in the interview, he was like, I just want to get coffee with Gabby and talk out some things that transpired, because I think Gabby was in the heat of the moment, only being told she needed to get engaged. And I do think that her and Jason seemed quite compatible.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it every fucking week whenever it's the main vein season. It's like, it's stupid that they have to get engaged at the end of this, and that's the end all be all, because that's the thing that blows up the actual good relationships. And then one of these guys or girls is like, yeah, fuck it, I don't know, I want to win, so I'll just tell you, yes, I do want to get engaged.
I know.
Even though I don't believe that. That's the stupidest shit about this whole thing. You either need to make it a fucking game show, or you need to make it a real life relationship. You can't try and do both, because then
it's just hard though, because if it doesn't end in a proposal, then it's oh, I did all of this just to be your boyfriend. That's kind of hard too.
Yeah, it's hard to market also. That you The Bachelor, oh yeah, come watch these kids like get an apartment together and be boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah. I could see both sides, but I am just so excited to see what transpires with Gabby. I feel like Gabby has taken the nation by storm, especially with Dancing with the Stars. Everyone is obsessed with her. She's doing amazing. Eric still posted about her on Monday. We'll see. We'll see what
Seems
happens.
like that ended well. He was like supportive of her during the show, and I think I don't know, seemed fine.
Yeah, sure.
It was a reality TV show, guys. We're good, you know.
So
there's a very good chance this is how this was going to end.
Definitely. And then we also saw some reunion TikToks and videos. Saw some great ones.
Boy, I would like to say before we flame Logan, his TikTok or video that he made about being a broke boy on TV was very funny.
That was absolutely grand. And he has gotten just great feedback on that.
It was really funny. It was a good video. But what he has not gotten good feedback on is the fucking get-up he's wearing and the hairdo he's supporting at this reunion. Bro looks like shit. I'll say it.
He's actually, I don't think he's ever looked worse.
No, for sure. No, he looked like,
my thing is like, it goes back to the angles. Like, what is that much different?
I've never seen someone look.
So, okay, do you guys know the Robert Pattinson meme where he's like standing in the kitchen in like a sweatsuit? Yeah. That is what this picture of Logan looks like to me. That is Robert Pattinson.
Dude, Robert Pattinson on his worst day looks 100 times better than that dude.
Well,
I've never seen in that meme even so. I've never seen someone look so gross and then at times so good.
Filler? Like his cheek and the way that his cheek is doing that looks
I'll pull
like
it up
he's got
on
like Voluma in there. Okay, thanks.
I'll pull it up on the screen for us.
Very
loud. All right. So what exactly do we have?
He looks frail and like thin. Maybe it's the baggy clothes. He looks like
I think the shirt is not doing him well.
Why does his head look so tiny?
So small?
And his neck is so big.
He looks
unwell. He looks unfucking well.
Let me show you what he fucking looks like.
There's gotta be like a weird filter on this or something.
Like it looks like the lens is fucked up and it's giving me like the perspective is all weird.
Yeah, like he literally looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like there's just no fucking way around this.
Yeah, his big old cheeks. It looks like not a great angle. And the comments were not kind. The comments were not kind.
No.
Someone in the comments also mentioned that Eliza might have had.
I saw that too. I mean, she's just wearing a regular ring on her.
Okay, can I say something? So when they interviewed Justin in that video, he had 2 drinks in his hand. So I rewatched it like 3 times to see what type of drink Eliza was drinking compared to what Justin was holding with his drink.
You're a sicko.
It kind of looked similar.
Justin,
but why would he say someone else though? He said Sally.
He said Sally.
I mean, do it for the memes, maybe? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like Justin's
like Sally's dead. Like, why would you say
she was there? Right?
She was there. Why is she there? I don't get it.
Everyone's there, I guess. I don't know.
You have to agree to go, and I wonder how many flights it took for her to get there. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if her luggage made it.
Free trip. Fuck
her
it.
vibrator. So yeah, I am very intrigued to see what the rest of the season has in store because I do think that it's been a really good season. People have been hating on the season. I think it's been fantastic.
It's been great.
Yeah, I mean, it's had some ups and downs. There's been some. I mean, it's a long show. It's like watching a full season of a sport. You're like, it's a little too long, but the highlights are good. I'm gonna watch all of it to get the ups, but there's gonna be lulls. They're filling hours and hours of show. There's plenty of bad stuff in it, but I would say it's probably 75-25 good stuff to bad stuff.
Okay.
We've got two episodes and then the finale 2 parts. So four episodes, 4 nights left. We're introducing new people still. We've got new next week. We've got new. We've got.
We'll have new people until like that last episode.
Yeah, the reunion.
Falling in love in a day. Love
coming
it.
out.
We get NC, who, when taking notes on the season that she was on, I think Clayton's season, I was into NC a little bit.
I don't know who that is.
Well, you gonna learn.
You gonna learn today.
She's coming down. There's someone else too. There's another blonde.
Not
Hunter. She's already done. Oh, hey, for those waiting on pins and needles about the DM to Hunter, nothing back yet. Nothing back. Unlucky. I'm still holding out. She's got a lot to get through. She's got a lot to
punches
get through.
Air. It's okay. I mean,
okay. I'll just send one every day until she responds.
That is always good call.
Persistence.
Women love that.
Yeah. Can we also talk about how we know that Kira and Romeo are now dating? Like actually in real life?
Yeah, they're both weird. They both went to Harvard. They're honestly probably maybe the most solid couple of anyone from the whole season.
It probably makes the most sense. And I also just want to put it out there that I do think that Jacob and Jill are back together, which I would be very happy about.
The way Jacob says Jill's name makes me laugh. It's like Jill.
Does he?
That's all I got.
Jacob, I feel like Jacob is such like a little puppy dog, like true golden retriever energy. He's so sweet. He's a handsome guy.
He's looking great in the TikTok. Looks great.
Yeah. Like I love his hair. I really wish him nothing but the best. Like I think he's got such a genuine, pure soul. Whoa.
Yeah.
Speaking of, someone just barged
Speaking of genuine, pure souls, I think him and Jill might be together too.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah, I wish nothing but the best for Jacob. He's sports reference. He's the Rob Gronkowski of The Bachelor. Just an absolute weapon. Dumber than a bag of shit, but just can't take my fucking eyes off him.
Nice. Okay.
He is a weapon. That's a good way to describe him. He is the Rob Gronkowski. Shouts out to my sports folks.
Yeah.
We've now strayed from that demographic.
I do know who that is.
Yeah, he kind of transcends. He's in a shitload of commercials. He's married to a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. Here's a question that I just thought of in regards to, I guess, Jacob. Who is the hottest man on this season of The Bachelor in Paradise, Bobby? Because I'm not sure I know the answer. I think here, Wes, you and me, let's both guess what we think Bobby is going to say. And Bobby, obviously, you think about what you're going to say.
Okay.
You guys at home, play along in your cars while you're doing the dishes. Think right now, who's Bobby going to say is the hottest male cast member of Bachelor in Paradise?
You know, I don't think there's anyone that she's been like super into. Been like really.
I think I have a pick, I think.
Okay. Hit me with it.
I have a pick, but I think I have my own pick who it should be, you know?
Okay.
So I have a pick.
My pick would be Tyler.
Same.
Yeah, man, he's a man rocket. I am torn between Tyler and Alex.
Okay.
Alex was really attractive. He was a handsome guy.
For sure.
But I like Tyler's personality a lot. But Alex was like persistent, but not creepy. Man, that's hard. I think I would go Tyler, though.
He's a little cuter. He's a little more cute. Alex is a little more handsome. You know, it's which side of that coin do you want to land on?
Tyler's little nose, like, points up, kind of.
I do think, depending on what you're into, Jacob could also be the answer to that.
Yeah, he checks a lot of boxes for a lot of people, I would imagine.
I think that Jacob has a lot of emotional intelligence. Like, he's very in tune with himself.
Not a lot of other intelligence, though.
Right. No, I said emotional, but like he is really good at like meditating and like knowing himself. That's about it. I wouldn't ever like go up to Jacob and be like, we should kiss. I normally like a blonde-haired man, and I think he's cute, but I'm not drawn to him.
I would imagine if you saw him in the wild, you'd be like, "Oh my god, that is the most beautiful man I've ever seen." Like, people on TV, like in these situations, you're like, everyone on the show is, by normal people standards, hot. You saw him out in the wild, you'd be like, "You're taking my breath away right now. What the fuck is happening?"
How tall is he?
Yeah, I would guess like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, I would bet shorter. But I would bet average height, 6 feet tall.
His bio on Instagram is naked but not afraid. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, also 6 feet. That's above average height. So,
well, it's not.
Sure. What are you talking about? It is too.
5'10's average, right? I
6 feet is not above average.
Yes, opinion. It is.
Jacob kind of looks like Billie Eilish.
Huh? The teeth, the mouth, the mouth a little bit.
Let's see this.
I mean, he's.
That looks like Billie Eilish.
It's kind of.
It's hard to show.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
He's so sweet.
He's a nice man. Man, I will say, like, girls to guys, and I mean, obviously, I'm attracted to women. Obviously, not gay.
Totally don't like dudes. Yeah.
Definitely not gay. The women seem to be a hotter crop than the men on this season.
Well, like that is just life in general.
Sure.
Right? Like there's always more hot girls than hot guys.
But like it seems like of the entire history of The Bachelor, there's some big hot sexy men that they could have plucked that they opted for the Brandons and the Pizza Boys and the Haydens and the Ricks,
Yeah. I mean, and I think maybe it's because the guys that are really hot out of this franchise don't have any problem getting girls and they don't care about a social media following. So they're like, why am I going to go to that? The girls that are really hot.
Double to be the fucking Bachelor, so I'm going to hold out.
So I just think like there's not a place for the Tyler Camerons here, right? Like Tyler Cameron is truly beyond the franchise, and anyone that is at his caliber of hot is not going to be on this show anymore.
I think Tyler that's on this season right now is like in that stratosphere of good looking.
No, it's okay that you think that because you never watched Tyler Cameron. But I'm
very familiar with who the fuck Tyler Cameron is.
You know his looks, but you didn't know his like persona.
That's the thing. Like not Tyler. What's the fucking guy's? See, here's my point personified. I can never remember what his fucking name is.
Let's just have a full season of Tyler's only.
Tyler. They're both Tyler. That's what was fucking me up.
Yeah.
Tyler Norris. Again, yeah, he's nice. Like to be a certified 10 out of 10, you got to have a little bit of that bad boy persona.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Cameron and watching him.
Tyler Cameron doesn't have that.
You knew Tyler Cameron like had a side of him that you were like, oh, he could like totally fuck me over, but I don't think he will. Yeah, like he could literally ruin my life. But he was so sweet. And like the way he like talks to women is absolutely insane. It's just, he's great. So.
Yeah, I think he could do some damage on the beaches of paradise.
He'd be a hot commodity.
There would literally be a ticket line. It would be like, take a number, baby. Take a fucking number to talk to Tyler Cameron. That is literally how it would have to be.
What about the twins, though?
Yeah, twins. I think
Shanae is just in love, baby.
Yeah, the twins.
I could convince Shanae to fall in love with me, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
You're tall. That's cool. That's a good start.
That's certainly not a endorsement of myself. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. Here's an exercise I wanted to do before we stop talking about The Bachelor. Of everyone on this season, who are the people you would most want to see be The Bachelor or Bachelorette of the people on this season. But I guess maybe we could just assume none of these relationships work out, I guess, for the sake of the exercise.
Okay.
I think Rodney is an obvious pick. I think we would all want to see Rodney. As much as Bobby would hate it, I think Logan would be fun as the Bachelor. I think it would be an entertaining season.
Admit it would be fun.
It wouldn't.
Oh,
it'd be fun for you to hate.
It would not be fun to watch because the whole episode, I'd be like, you're telling me that 30 women are attracted to this man?
People love him. I don't know. The guy is magnetic. The guy's magnetic.
Let's see. Okay. Not interested at all in like Brandon or Serene if that didn't work out. Pass.
Aaron, Genevieve.
Jill might be an interesting Bachelorette just because she's so.
It would wear on me. It
would wear me thin for sure.
As long as this is, if I had to watch her for what, like 2-3 months, I don't know.
True.
Would you rather watch Jill or
fun?
Yeah, I think Shanae would be better, but again, it would get a little grating. There's a reason all these people are on Paradise, you know.
Yeah. I think Shanae would be hard because I think she would love everyone so much. She'd be like, I don't know. I like all these guys.
He's a little young, probably. But Andrew seems like he would be a fun Bachelor.
Andrew would be pretty good.
Andrew's so
seems like a good guy. Yeah.
Victoria. I think Victoria would watch. I would probably audition, probably put in a tape, put in a submission form.
Unbelievably attractive. Unbelievably.
She's a beautiful woman.
My God.
She is pretty. She's pretty, yeah.
Man, other than that,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Jacob
would be kind of like Jill. It'd be like the bit would wear thin pretty quick, probably. Yeah. Like I said, there's a reason these people are on this and not on Tyler Norris. Tyler Norris would be a great Bachelor, probably. Also.
I agree. And remember when I said, like, if they make this guy Bachelor, like, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. But
fucking Zach. Oh.
If they did now, I would be really happy because Zach is just so.
He's so boring.
So boring.
And he's so like, it feels like everything he says is like
he's animated.
He's just like every other bitch.
Yeah.
He's basic.
It's like he doesn't mean anything. It's something about him I just can't fucking stand.
It's like it's the fucking Truman Show. It's like, who are you talking to? It's just us. Why are you talking?
Yeah, like everything is like
you're reading off a cue card.
Yeah, it's fucking icky. Don't like it. I think it's going to be one of the worst seasons in recent memory. Calling it.
I probably won't watch it like as closely as I normally watch.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to watch it live. I think I'll watch it without commercials, like binge it or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. The other thing is, it's really all about the gals, though.
Yeah.
If there's fun gals, the guy matters less. Because like Michelle, she was kind of boring. She wasn't really bringing a lot to the table, and that was pretty good season.
True, but she didn't bother me though. I don't fucking like him. Yeah. Something about him.
We hated Clayton. That was a pretty electric.
I did not hate Clayton.
Well, none of us were super gassed up about him being.
Yeah, we were all like, "Why?"
We were all pretty like, "Meh."
Guy Bachelor.
How bad he was like played into how entertaining I thought it was. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll watch it, but probably not live.
Well,
we're gonna find something else to talk about,
gentlemen.
Yeah. No. This is good podcasting.
We should have a draft next week.
Yeah. Yes. What should we draft? Let's decide.
Bobby has to redeem herself. We could do the cast. We could do the cast in some way.
Yeah, I think the cast would be good.
Yeah, it'll be the week before the finale.
Yeah,
I think that'll be good.
And then maybe your friend could come on.
Oh, yeah.
At some point.
She want to come on in 2 weeks.
Is it Hannah, like the one Hannah that I know?
Yeah.
Okay. Get in here, Hannah, if you're still listening.
She watches she listens every week.
Oh, what a queen. A loyal listener.
She is.
Love that. Get in here.
She deserves a spanking.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Come on. We'll spank her.
Maybe the guy from Nashville that was driving the bus could give her a swatting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she can join us either to draft or just talk about the Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise. Whatever she wants to do.
I think her draft would be iconic.
Man, if we had to draft 20 people from this season, we'd be drafting some fucking duds at the end, which would be good.
That's the point. You got to.
Which would be good. We'd be fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel. I might take Sally. She was on the show for fucking 5 minutes. Yeah. Can I show you guys a video?
We'll tentatively plan on that. Let's see it.
Oh no,
completely unrelated.
I'm so worried.
Bobby's got a wedding coming up. This is a video of a wedding speech. Just wanted to share.
I hate this already. I hate it.
I think it's a good, fun way to end the episode on a high note. If you're watching, please keep watching. If you're not watching, shut it off. Go to YouTube, flip it on.
I don't like the look of this
already. I'm Shannon. I've known Tracy for, oh God, 5 years? I think so. Because I started at the North Store in 2003.
Oh my God, I hate this.
I don't know anything that well, but Tracy talked about you like nonstop. Seriously. And she'd be like, I mean, you need that.
This is during the ceremony?
Just kidding.
I don't know. Maybe the reception.
It kind of looks like it's during the ceremony.
Not positive when it's happening. I think this is like a maid of honor situation.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Just kidding. You guys are so cute together. I swear to God, you guys are hope. The longest, seriously. Like, till death do us part, Anthony. Seriously. You better take care of my girl. Because if you don't, I know where you live. Just kidding. But yeah, you guys are so cute. Like, you're a part of the family. I swear to God, like, I'm not going to be racist, you guys. I'm just saying, okay?
What?
So, if you obviously got married to a black guy.
Where are you going with this?
The funniest thing, if you watch this little black girl in the front, she like looks back up and she's like, "What the fuck is this white lady talking about?"
Oh,
what is she talking about?
Oh my God!
This is Michael Scott giving that wedding speech in the fucking office. It's like the same thing.
This is Michael Scott, but
wow, that was tough.
Like,
no, it's not over. It gets much worse.
I know. I know.
Oh no!
Don't be racist, okay? No, just kidding. Of course, you guys are going to get the interracial couples. Oh my God. No, seriously. You guys are outstepping the stereotype, and I love it.
I can't.
Why does she keep doing that?
I can't watch this.
It's making my skin itch.
This is classic.
How did you find this?
Trying as hard as you can not to be racist, and it end up being incredibly racist. No, it went very viral. I saw a bunch of articles about it being like, "This is Michael Scott in real life," and I was like, "Click and."
I love black people because you guys are. Hi, I'm Shannon. But you guys, I swear, I love black people because you guys are.
You guys
this
couldn't be worse.
I hate this, man. Oh God.
Oh no. She loves black people.
Someone take the mic away from this bitch.
Yeah, turn the fucking power off. Oh no.
For the record, I love black people.
I love them too.
All right, play this out. Just don't stop it until it's over. I need it to finish.
I love black people because you guys are the best. Like, my own daughter's great aunt is like the best one, and so it's just like, I swear to God. And just, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. Bless you. And I hope you.
Thank God for that soul that just started clapping as loud as he could. Like, stop this.
Shut this bitch up. Get her off the fucking stage.
Oh my God, that couldn't have gone worse.
Do you have
I feel
anyone
bad
in
for-
mind to give a speech like that on your big day?
No.
A little problematic.
Thankfully,
You're probably not going to have that many black people, so maybe something to think about, Bobby.
Yeah.
Kind of not cool of you.
I'll have some.
Will you?
Well, absolutely. We have a very diverse group coming to our wedding.
Okay. I want to see
hear it.
representation.
Well, I'll give up and I'll give a speech and I'll say I love black people.
For the record, love.
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Fuck, that is
that's
brutal.
just you shouldn't have to say that, right? That's like getting up there and
Obviously.
that's so bad. So
Who
bad.
It's the
gonna make
classic
my
person.
fucking skin crawl.
She's never interacted with any black people in her life. So
Yeah.
as she's talking to these people, her mind is like, these people are black, these people are black, these people are black. That's all she's thinking about. So she's like, I have to comment on it when you just don't. These are all people.
Yeah.
And I just give the speech like I would give if it was anybody.
Probably incredibly nervous, and she did not do that at all. She addressed it multiple times. She made it very clear. And that's unfortunate. I feel bad for her. That's tough.
Could have gone worse. Could have gone better.
We went to a wedding and our really good friend got like way too drunk. You guys know him actually. Ryan, long blonde hair.
Nice.
Sorry, Ryan. So we went to a wedding where he was the best man. And he did go ahead and proceed to get just way too drunk before the speech. He couldn't get out very many words. The couple that was getting married, the wife is Mexican and the husband is Korean. And he kept talking about like, oh, I went to your house and you made me so much rice. Oh, thank you. I love rice. Just like,
oh my God.
He wasn't being racist. But he just like couldn't talk about anything else. And it was so iconic. And then he cried after because he was so embarrassed.
Oh, that is my worst nightmare. The one time I had to do that, I was like, I probably will not drink a sip of alcohol this entire time. I will drink like the minimum amount of alcohol to where I will like take off this intense amount of fucking anxiety. And that will be the absolute maximum of drinking
alcohol. Who will be giving speeches at your wedding?
So it will be Paul and my older sister.
Pretty confident.
Paul gave such a sweet speech at John's wedding, so I think he'll give a speech.
He was the best man at both?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Paul's the speech guy.
Yeah, Tommy and Paul both gave a speech at John's.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they both killed it.
Nice. So, I'm pretty confident in your sister. I feel good about that.
I think
I guess Paul's a natural too.
Yeah, you can probably just copy it over. Just do the same speech.
Yeah, maybe. Fuck it. Yeah, Tommy was a little gremlin when he was little, so I think Paul will have some stuff to say about that.
Sounds about right.
Looking forward to it.
Great. Man. All right, gentlemen.
Anytime you want to get me some details on that wedding, like what I got to be doing, you just send them over.
Okay. I actually
shots fired.
I actually didn't even think about that. I guess you guys don't have very many details.
I have no idea what's going on. I know when it is, and I know where it is. That's all I got.
Perfect. That's all you guys need to know right now because we haven't picked out the tuxes. So you guys will both have to rent a tux.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
And then we did make this thing called a wedding website that has all of the information on it. So just go ahead, pull that bad boy up. You'll see where you should book your hotel room.
Okay.
Any fans that don't know any of us also, go to that website.
Yep. Book that hotel room.
Feel free to maybe get something on the registry for our queen,
Mm-hmm.
Bigger podcasts would be worried about that. I would be thrilled if some random stranger showed up at this wedding and be like, I love your podcast. I'd be like, oh,
that would be fucking great.
Please don't John Lennon me at this wedding though.
Until my profile is changed on the wedding website, I will be boycotting.
Okay, well then just don't know anything. It's okay.
What does it say, Wes?
anyone that's listening to the show can go look for themselves. Did you update it to what you said you were going to change it to?
No, I
don't remember what it
didn't.
was. I don't remember what it was.
It says generous lover /
gonna-
groomsman.
What you were going to add? I don't remember.
Oh, I was gonna add Anne has kinkles.
Oh yeah, pretty fucked up, honestly.
Well, generous lover, very nice thing to say. It's a compliment.
Right,
Cankles,
right.
pretty mean.
Yeah, well, when my mom's on the website, like, oh, what?
Okay, how did your mom even get on my website? What was she doing?
Looking at your registry.
But she didn't even know that you were in the wedding. How'd she find the website?
I don't know.
I love her for that.
And
the fact that she went to the groomsmen and then saw her son's picture.
She just wanted to see who. Yeah,
and then under it saw generous lover. What do you think she thought about that?
Spot on.
I don't know.
Was she like, you know what? I've raised this man to like really want to please a woman, and like
that's my boy.
I think that's something to be proud of.
My baby boy.
She's probably listening right now, so that's cool as well.
Oh, does she?
Probably.
Hell yeah.
We're an hour and we're 95 minutes into this bad boy, so maybe not.
This is where I like to, let it rip.
Well, you know what? I just want to let her know this is a message to her. I absolutely love that you are on my website. Wes, he is a generous lover.
Yes, he is.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I have a good idea.
You don't. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Don't make me say how I know, but I know.
Let's get messy.
Michaela knows. Michaela knows.
What the fuck? All right, we got to end the show. What is happening? No, she doesn't.
Huh? What? All right. We'll see you later.
I'll tell you offline.
Bye-bye.